Good morning, everybody. So I'm gonna, this morning, work on decorating my folder. And add strength. That's gonna depend on the paper that you use, right? Because, we're layering, but let me take these out. We're layering paper up, but whatever you use, we could put another layer of white in here, or, however, you could even use cardboard for this. It would be, a little harder to do. But if you used like maybe the outside, use like a cereal box or something, and then cover it with paper, that's going to be thicker too. But I thought because of the time of year it is, and I'm sure this is not going to hold up for a real long time. So I thought, well, I can do a fall one, and maybe, later on I could do a winter and a spring and whatever, But so for now, I'm going to stick with like sunflowers, and I think sunflowers will carry me for a while, especially if I use like these blues in it. That kind of brings in the Christmas a little bit, or even the pinks might add something. It all depends on your tastes, your moods, how you feel. What I'm really liking, though, is the ones with the blues in them. And let me just start with this. That might have been the first one. Like that. Okay. So I'm going to bring this out. Now, here's, top, bottom, but I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm going to use it this way so that I can put it this way on here, right? I want to use the pretty side, not just the pretty side, but I want the blues in here also. So to measure, we have 3 3/4 by 7 1/4. I'm gonna leave a 1/4-inch border. So 3 3/4 makes 3 1/2. But I'm gonna be really paying attention to where my lines are falling, because I want these blue flowers in mine. So I'm gonna come here and do this. And I don't know what size it is. I know it's too big right now, but I'm gonna take from over here. So I said it was 3 1/4, right? No, 3 3/4. So I need about 3 1/2. So I'm gonna, thinking a little bit this way more. Okay. So there's that. Tweets is out right now. So if you're here, Tweets going, he's letting me know, hey. So 3 1/2. And this is the width I want, so that I can have my blue in there. And you can see this is going to work really nice. It's got the sunflowers and the blue, right? So then I said it was what, 7 1/2, right? No, it's only 7 1/4. So I'm going to make this 7 inches. So I know I want from the bottom. So I'm just going to come to the 7 inches. And that's gonna work out perfect for me. So I can do it that way. I could do it this way. Whichever way I want to do it. And I think I'm going to do it this way. Now I need one for the back, right? I'm going to use this piece right here for the back. There's blue in here. It's just the other side, right? So let me check my measurements because I want to be sure I do this right. 3.5. So I'm going to come here. Oh, 3.5 on this one is all the way here. I'm going to cut that one off a little bit. Let me come in just a little bit. And then from here, I'll do that 3.5. So see there, I didn't really lose any of the blue flower, but now I have to choose. So I'm gonna have to give something up probably, because I don't think, oh, it does make it all the way to the 7, so we're good. And I could change it around. I might decide I want that in the front instead. But I don't think, oh wait. I better make sure I'm doing the front. Okay, here we go. This way, and then this one, I'm gonna put this way, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these on right now before I end up losing these pieces. Because we all know how I am with that. I'll be having to recut them. If I don't put them on right away. Now, remember too, the glue will also add to the strength. So, now I want this to look pretty good because I'm gonna be using this in public. I'm gonna be pulling it out. I didn't. I'm gonna be pulling it out in public. So I wanna make sure everything looks real good and even. So there's my front already. Now you could use one sheet continuous, right? And then you have, that way if they see it open, it's a picture. You can do that too. It's, you know, really what you want to do, but. Okay. And now I need something here. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna make this 1 inch. By 7. And that'll make it the same length. But I think I'm gonna pull like the side, right? I'm trying to think, do I wanna do the side or do I wanna do something completely different? I think I'm gonna do it. I think I want these leaves in here. Okay. So 1 inch is not gonna leave much of it behind, right? It's gonna take a lot of it with it. So 1 inch. Now I need to go by 7, right? So I want the leaf. So I'm gonna cut it here. Now watch, I needed that. But my 7 is gonna put me right there. Let me make sure my 1 inch is straight. And it's not. So this needs to come over just a touch. Okay. And now I can glue this like my edge. And glue this. Try to even it up. I could have maybe kept this wider. That's all right. All right. So I'm gonna line these up. That's pretty well lined up. See if it's centered. Looks, I need to come over this way. All right, make sure that goes down good. Want that down well. Okay, now, what do we want to do with the insides? So I want to start with this piece. That's not, but that'll work. Look, that'll work on there. And this will work in here. Right there and there. I can even flip this. Yep. I think I like those just the way they are. But I did want to do this first. But oh well, let's go ahead and do this. So what? This is about 3.5. So 3.25, and I think I'm gonna take from the bottom. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Perfect. It fit perfect. You just have to figure out how you want it, right? I like the way that turned out. That looked really good there. Okay, and then this one, I think that looks good there. Like that, so let's see. 3.75, about 3.75, and I'm gonna come up just a little bit from that. Right there. So I think I'm gonna take a little bit off this side. Just the tiniest bit. So that will now fit this way. Wrong. Scoot it over. Okay. So there's that piece. This is going together very smoothly. I'm surprised, to be honest with you. Now we know this is 1.25 inches. I want to keep it pretty close, right? I mean, we're already getting stronger. It's already holding tighter. So, I'm going to stay pretty close to that 1.25 inches because I just need to make sure that there's room for the score marks. So I'm going to come here. Hopefully that's straight. And then I'm going to cut it at 7. So there we go. Right there. So I'm going to glue that down. Which side do I want? I'll just put it on the way I was going to. All right. All right. Now, do we want strips to go around here? Because I probably already have a strip that'll fit here, right? I'm just gonna cut it with the scissors. Make sure that's still right. Okay, that's going on there. And I will get the outside ones first and then come in and do these inside. Right, there we go. What about this? Will this fit here? It's a little big, but I think we can just trim a little bit off. Just a little bit. Just using scraps at this point. Still a little bit more off. Trying to make sure it stays straight. See, when you start doing it this close, it just doesn't cut the same. Okay, so that fits like that. Do a little cut there. Make sure it fits. All right. I'm kind of liking that little bit of gold showing. Maybe you can see that gold right there. Okay. There we go. Now, there's the sides. What about the bottom? I want some on the bottom. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do what side I know is straight. And this is gonna be an inch, and I'm just gonna come in a tiny bit. And how wide? 3.5. I want it to be, let me try 3 and right about there. It's fitting right in there. Perfect. Here's another strip to try. And that's gonna be pretty close to perfect right there. It just, when it wants to work, it wants to work. I might have cut that a little bit short, but when that's lined up right, then it's good. So let's do this. Keep making sure that that glue is sticking, that it's all stuck down. There's the bottom, the sides, the fronts. It's working out pretty good. It's all so far from one piece of paper, but I think we just ran out of that one piece of paper. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna go here, right? Just right there. This is on the inside now. And then I got another little strip right here. Let me see if this is going to be wide enough. It's a little bit not. I wonder if the other side will be longer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I'm gonna use this side because this is where the cuts are. So it's kind of working that way anyways. So, like I said, this is kind of the inside. Really, nobody's gonna see this part. But just in case, and for that extra strength, we are going to get it on here. So that works. All right. And it's already stronger. You can tell, you can feel, you know, it's already stronger. So now we've got these parts, right? So I'm kind of tempted to do these separate from the inside parts. Does that make sense? I am thinking that really inside here and up here. I think I had a scrap of this paper. Yes, I do. Okay. So this, I don't know what I had this from, but it's obviously different. And okay, 3.5 wide. I think I'm gonna stick with the flowery part. 3.5. And now this part, I really don't think is gonna be showing because there's gonna be things in front of here and paper here. Now, is this gonna fit inside of here? So that'll come all the way up. And that will come all the way up. So 7.25, I believe, right? Yeah. A little too long. And I like the blue to show. So I want it this way. And I'm gonna cut a little bit off. Let's see. Oh, that was a little more than I wanted to cut off. Maybe there was something holding it from going down in there, but that's okay. I can still hold it higher. So, what did I cut this at? 3.5. 3.5. I'm just gonna do them the same size. What was this? Oh, just under 7. Under 7. I'll make this a little bit longer because that did, for some reason, end up kind of short. See? So it's going to be held up a little bit. And then this one can fall in there. Right like that. Okay. You can see I did some kind of stamping or something on the back of this one. So now this is going to be like 3 layers of paper thick. And I'm going to stick it down there. Okay. And then this one. This must have come out of my Special Papers box because it's only one-sided. This one's going to be hard to stick down in there. I want to kind of line it up there. And then I need, here it is. This big bone folder to go down in here. Let me move this out of the way. Really, my hand fits down in that one, but just the very end. No, it reaches all the way down in there. Okay. So, there I go. I've got my folder. This stuff is a little light, but I'm not going to worry too much. If I find the pockets are too light, I can insert some paper inside. Not this one, really, I can't, but that's going to have paper. So that's not going to matter. But there we go. Okay. Now I need to figure out what kind of holder to keep it closed. If I'm even going to use one, I'm sure I'm going to want one of some kind. I don't think I want to do a paper band. I might just find some kind of elastic or something. You know, like they do in the memo books and stuff like that. They have the one that goes, you know, from top to bottom. Maybe we would just go side to side with it. I'm not sure about that. We'll have to see. Maybe I can just put Velcro dots here and here. Oh, I have magnets. I could have put some magnets underneath this paper and magneted it shut. We'll have to see after I get some supplies in here. All right, everybody. So there we go. We're all decorated, ready to load and figure out if we need to close it. I think we do. I think we're gonna have a closure in it. Just to keep it squared. And then I'm sure the next time I need to make one, I'll know, okay, this was wrong, that was wrong. I needed this, I needed that, you know, and we can make adjustments to it. But at this point, that came together pretty easy. All right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again. Everybody, have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.